But instead of joy, Nzube felt a wave of anger over him. Another set of girls? Nzube shouted in frustration. When he saw the babies, his face turned red and his eyes were filled with disappointment. Cheta, holding the new babies, tried to calm him down. Nzube, please, the children are gifts from God. They are our blessings. But Nzube couldn't hide his anger. Nzube was a 38-year-old Igbo man. He was born and raised in Owerri, the capital of Imo State. Nzube came from a humble background. His parents worked very hard, but they never had much money. From young age, Nzube wanted to help his family, so he decided to leave home and find work at the bustling market of Owerri. Every day, Nzube worked hard at the market. He sold all kinds of goods, from clothes to food items. He saved his money and dreamt of starting his own business one day. After a long hard work and savings, Nzube finally started his own small shop in the market. One sunny afternoon, Nzube was busy arranging his shop when a beautiful lady walked in. Her name was Cheta. She had a bright smile and a kind eyes. Nzube greeted, "Good afternoon, ma. How can I help you today?" Cheta smiled back and said, "Good afternoon. I'm looking for a gift for my friend." Nzube showed her different items in his shop, and they started talking. Nzube learned that Cheta was a graduate and was currently serving in the National Youth Service Corps (NYSC). She was in Owerri for her service year. After the day went by, Cheta always visits Nzube's shop. They talked and laughed together. Nzube felt very happy whenever Cheta was around. One day, he decided to share his feelings with her. He took a deep breath and said, "Cheta, I really enjoy spending time with you. I like you very much." Cheta blushed and replied, "Nzube, I like you too. I feel happy when I'm with you." Their bond grew stronger each passing day. Nzube and Cheta spent more time together. They went for walks, had meals together, and shared their dreams. Soon, they decided to get married. Their wedding was a small but joyful celebration with their families and friends. After the wedding, Nzube and Cheta moved into a cozy 2-bedroom apartment in Owerri. They were very happy living together. Every morning, Nzube would go to his shop and Cheta would take care of the home. She cooked delicious meals, kept the house clean, and made their home a happy place. One day, Cheta shared some exciting news with Nzube. She said, "Nzube, I have something to tell you. I'm pregnant." Nzube's face lighted up with joy. He hugged Cheta and said, "This is a wonderful news. I'm so happy we are going to have a baby." As Cheta's belly grew, Nzube became more caring. He always made sure she was comfortable and had everything she needed. Nzube told Cheta, "I think it will be best if you stay home until after baby is born. You can look for a job after the delivery." Cheta agreed and said, "Yes, I think that is a good idea. Thank you for taking care of me, Nzube." Nzube smiled and said, "Anything for you, my dear." Months passed. Nzube and Cheta prepared for the arrival of their baby. They bought baby clothes, baby crib, and other baby items. Cheta enjoyed decorating the baby's room and imagined what their little one would be like. One evening, as they sat together on the couch, Nzube gently placed his hand on Cheta's belly and said, "I can't wait to meet our baby. I'm sure he or she will be as wonderful as you." Cheta smiled and said, "I can't wait either, Nzube. Our baby will bring us even more happiness. Nzube and Cheta were very excited for their new journey as parents. They knew that life would change, but they were ready to face it together. Every night, they would talk about their dreams and hope for their family. They were happy, and they knew that their love would help them through any challenges they might face. After 9 months, Cheta finally gave birth to twin girls. They were beautiful, just like their mother. Cheta was overjoyed. She held the babies close and said, "Nzube, look at our beautiful daughters. Are they not lovely?" Nzube smiled and said, "Yes, they are beautiful just like you." But deep inside, Nzube felt a bit sad. He had hoped for a bouncing baby boy. However, he didn't let the true feelings show. He wanted Cheta to be happy, so he pretended to be excited and joyful. When they got home from the hospital, Nzube was very supportive. He made sure Cheta had everything she needed. He cooked meals, cleaned the house, and take care of the babies when Cheta needed rest. A few days after they got home, Cheta's mom arrived for Omugo, a traditional Igbo practice where the new grandmother helps the new mother to take care of the baby. Cheta's mom was very happy to see her daughter and her new granddaughters. She hugged Cheta tightly and said, "My daughter, I am so happy for you. Your girls are so beautiful." Cheta smiled and said, "Thank you, Mama. I'm so happy you are here to help us." During her stay, Nzube made sure that Cheta's mother was comfortable. He prepared a room for her and always made sure that she had everything she needed. One evening, while Cheta's mother was holding one of the babies, she said to Nzube, "You are a good husband. Cheta is lucky to have you." Nzube smiled and replied, "Thank you, Mama. It is my duty to take care of my family." Cheta always appreciates how good Nzube was to her and her family. "Nzube, you are the best husband. Thank you for taking such good care of us." Nzube would smile and said, "I love you, Cheta. I will always take good care of you and my daughters." After 3 months, Cheta's mother had to go back to her home. Before she left, they bought her so many gifts to say thank you. Cheta's mother said, "Thank you for the gifts, but the best gift is knowing that my daughter is in a good hands." Nzube said, "Mama, thank you for everything. We will miss you." Cheta hugged her mother and said, "Thank you, Mama. I love you." They named their twin girls Chigozie and Chigozirim, which means God bless and God has blessed me. They continued living peacefully in their home. Cheta took care of the babies and the house, while Nzube worked hard at the shop to provide for the family. One evening, Nzube came home tired from work. He sat down and Cheta brought a cup of water. "How was your day, Nzube?" she asked. Nzube said, "It was busy, but it's all worth it for you and the girls." Cheta smiled and said, "You are such hard worker. We appreciate everything you do." Nzube looked at his daughters, who were sleeping peacefully. He whispered, "I love you, Chigozie and Chigozirim. I will always take good care of you." As the days passed, Cheta and Nzube found joy in watching their daughters grow. They celebrated every little milestone, from the girls' first smiles to their first words. Cheta would often say, "Nzube, our girls are growing so fast. I am so happy." Nzube would smile and reply, "Yes, they are. They are our blessings. Even though Nzube still wished for a boy, he loved his daughters deeply. He realized that having daughters was a blessing too. He promised himself that he will always be there for them and give them all the love and care they needed. Nzube and Cheta continued to live in peace and happiness. They knew that their love and hard work will help them face any challenges that come their way. They were a happy family, and their home was filled with love and laughter. After the twins turned 2 years old, Cheta discovered that she was pregnant again. She felt a mix of excitement and nervousness as she shared the news with Nzube. "Nzube, I have some news. I'm pregnant again," she said, smiling. Nzube's eyes light up with joy. "This is a wonderful news, Cheta. I pray this time we will have a baby boy," he said, his voice full of hope. As months passed, Nzube continued to care for his family. He worked hard at the market and made sure Cheta and the twins had everything they needed. He often talked about how much he hoped for a son. "I can't wait to have a little boy to teach and play with." Finally, after 9 good months, Cheta gave birth again. This time, she had another set of twin girls. They were as beautiful as their older sisters, but instead of joy, Nzube felt a wave of anger over him. "Another set of girls?" Nzube shouted in frustration. When he saw the babies, his face turned red and his eyes were filled with disappointment. Cheta, holding the new babies, tried to calm him down. "Nzube, please, the children are gifts from God. They are our blessings." But Nzube couldn't hide his anger. "I wanted a son, not more girls," he snapped. Cheta was shocked. She had never seen Nzube so angry. She tried to explain. "Nzube, it's not my fault. Whatever the man deposits in a woman, they shall have. It's God's will." Nzube's anger boiled over. He felt insulted and shouted, "Just because you went to university doesn't mean you should insult and intimidate me." In a fit of rage, he slapped Cheta hard across the face. Cheta staggered back, holding her cheek in disbelief. Tears welled up in her eyes. "Nzube, how could you? I never thought you would raise your hand against me," she said. From that day on, Nzube's behavior towards Cheta changed dramatically. He became cold and distant. He stopped helping around the house and left to work early, returning late at night. He ignored the needs of his newborn daughters and refused to even hold them. Cheta felt heartbroken and alone. She tried to talk to Nzube, hoping to mend their relationship. "Nzube, please, let's talk. We need to work through this together," she pleaded. But Nzube's response was harsh. "If you want peace in this house, you need to find a way to give me a son, not a bunch of useless girls," he said angrily. Cheta felt deep sadness. She loved her daughters very much and couldn't understand why Nzube didn't see them as blessings they were. She continued to care for her daughters, doing her best to shield them from their father's anger. One day, while feeding the newborns, Chigozie and Chigozrim came up to her. "Mama, why is Papa so angry?" Chigozie asked innocently. Cheta forced a smile and said, "Papa is just stressed, my dear." But deep down, Cheta knew she needed to find a way to protect her daughters and herself. She thought about talking to her mother. She hoped that with time, Nzube would realize his mistake and accept their daughters with love. Despite Nzube's harsh words and actions, Cheta remained strong. She knew that her daughters needed her, and she was determined to give them all the love and care they deserved. She prayed every night for strength, and for Nzube to find peace in his heart. As the day turned into weeks and weeks turned into months, Cheta kept hoping that one day Nzube would see the true value of their daughters and embrace them as the precious gift they were. Until then, she held her head high and continued to be the loving mother her daughters needed. The rift between Nzube and Cheta continued to grow as the months passed. Their 4 daughters were growing up quickly, but they missed their father's love and attention. Nzube hardly paid attention to them or their needs. Cheta did her best to care for the girls, but it was hard without any help from Nzube. Cheta decided she needed to find a job to support her family better. One morning, she said to Nzube, "Nzube, I want to get a job. We need more money to take care of our daughters." But Nzube refused. "You will not work, Cheta. You are to stay home and take care of the house and the children," he said firmly. Cheta felt frustrated and trapped. One day, she decided she couldn't stay home any longer. She left the house to search for a job without telling Nzube. She walked through the streets of Owerri, asking at shops and offices if they needed help. By the end of the day, she was tired but hopeful. When she got back home, Nzube was furious. "Where have you been?" he shouted. "I told you not to leave this house." Cheta tried to explain. "Nzube, I was just looking for a job. We need the money." But Nzube wouldn't listen. He was so angry that he gave Cheta the beating of her life. She begged him to stop, but he wouldn't. Her daughters cried and tried to help, but Nzube pushed them away. That night, Nzube left the house in anger, slamming the door behind him. Cheta and her daughters cuddled together, crying and comforting each other. Days later, Cheta approached Nzube, hoping to understand why he has changed so much. "Nzube, please, tell me why you are so angry all the time. What happened to us?" she asked, her voice full of pain. Nzube snubbed her, refusing to answer. Cheta was desperate. "Nzube, let's try one more time to make things right," she pleaded. After much conviction, Nzube finally agreed, but she set a harsh condition. "We can try again, Cheta, but if you fail to give me a son this time, our marriage is over." Cheta felt a heavy weight on her shoulders, but decided to try, believing that God would see her through. She became pregnant after a short while. Cheta prayed, fasted, and visited churches and ministries, hoping for a miracle. As her due date approached, Cheta felt both hope and fear. She prayed every day, "Dear God, please let this baby be a boy." Finally, the day arrived. Cheta went to the hospital to give birth. She was anxious but hopeful. When the baby was born, the nurse announced, "It's a girl." Cheta felt her heart sink. She loved her new daughter immediately, but she knew Nzube would be furious. Nzube didn't show up at the hospital. He left the house without saying a word. When Cheta returned home with her new baby girl, she found the house empty. Nzube was gone. Cheta sat down, holding her baby and crying softly. Her daughters gathered around her, sensing something was wrong. "Mama, where is Papa?" Chigozie asked, her big eyes filled with worry. Cheta tried to smile through her tears. "Papa needs some time alone," she said gently, "but we will be okay. We have each other." That night, after putting the children to sleep, Cheta sat on the porch, deep in thought. Tears streamed down her face as she thought about her situation. She decided to call her mother for help. She dialed her mother's number and waited for her to pick up. "Hello, Mama," Cheta said, her voice trembling. "Cheta, my dear, what is wrong?" her mother asked, Sensing her daughter's distress, "Mama, I need your help. Nzube left us, and I didn't know what to do. Can you come and take us home?" Cheta pleaded. Her mother sighed, feeling the pain in her daughter's voice. "Of course, my dear. I will come tomorrow. Everything will be fine," she promised. The next day, Cheta's mother arrived and felt heartbroken, seeing the state her daughter was in. She hugged Cheta tightly. "Cheta, I am so sorry for what Nzube did. You don't deserve this," she said softly. "You need to confront him and get some answers." Encouraged by her mother, Cheta decided to go to Nzube's shop. When she arrived, she found the shop empty. She asked a neighboring shopkeeper, "Excuse me, do you know where Nzube is?" The shopkeeper looked surprised. "Nzube moved away a long time ago. He didn't tell you?" Cheta was shocked. "No, he didn't. Do you know where he went?" The shopkeeper said, "I'm sorry, I don't know." Feeling a deep sense of betrayal, Cheta returned home in tears. Her mother consoled her. "Cheta, it's time to think about your future and the future of your children. You can't let Nzube's action break you." A month passed, and Nzube still hasn't returned. Cheta's mother suggested, "Why don't you come back to our hometown in Imo State? It will be easier for us to help you take care of these children." Cheta thought about it and agreed. "You are right, Mama. Let us go back home," she said, feeling a sense of relief. They packed all their things and relocated to their hometown in Imo State. Life in the village was not easy, but she kept on pushing forward. With the help of their uncle, Cheta got a job at the local government office. She felt grateful and determined to provide for her family. Cheta enrolled her older daughters, Chigozie and Chigozirim, in the community school, while her mother took care of the new baby at home. Despite the challenges, they managed to find a routine that worked for them. As time passed, Cheta's handwork paid off. She got promoted at her job, which made things a bit easier financially. By then, Chigozie and Chigozirim was in high school, and their younger sisters were in primary school. Cheta felt proud of her daughters, who were growing up to be strong and intelligent young girls. Throughout the year, Nzube never showed up or contacted them. Cheta stopped thinking about him and focused on her daughters. She worked hard to ensure that they had a good life. One day, Chigozie and Chigozirim came home with exciting news. "Mama, guess what? We both got scholarship to study at the best university in Nigeria." Cheta's heart swelled with pride. "That's wonderful news, my dear. I'm so proud of you both," she said, hugging them tightly. Despite the hardship, Cheta and her family had come a long way. She felt grateful for her mother's support and her daughter's achievements. Life in Imo State had its challenges, but they faced them together, finding strength in their love and resilience. Cheta knew that no matter what happened, they would continue to push forward and succeed. Her daughters were her greatest blessing, and she was determined to give them the best life possible. As she looked at her children, she knew that their future was bright and they would achieve great things together. Years flew by swiftly for Cheta and her daughters. Chigozie, Chigozirim, Adaobi and Adaeze graduated from the university with top honors, making their mother beam with pride. Their achievements opened doors to prestigious jobs in big companies, marking the beginning of their professional careers. Cheta watched with joy as her daughters thrived, excelling in their respective fields. As time passed, Chigozie and Chigozirim decided to venture into entrepreneurship. They started their own company and worked tirelessly to build it into a successful business. With their hard-earned success, they fulfilled a dream close to their hearts. They built a wonderful house for their mother and their grandmother. The house was spacious and filled with love. a testament to their gratitude for Cheta's unwavering support and sacrifices. Meanwhile, Ife, the youngest, chased her dream continuously. She graduated from a medical school and became a dedicated doctor, touching lives with her compassionate care. The family fame grew as the daughters achieved success. They often appeared in interviews and media features, proudly sharing their journey alongside their mother, Cheta, who was their rock and their inspiration. One peaceful afternoon, Cheta was relaxing in her beautiful living room, watching TV, when the housekeeper approached her hesitantly. "Madam, there is a man at the door asking to see you," the housekeeper informed her. Cheta wondered in confusion. Who could it be? She wondered alone. "Let him in," she instructed the housekeeper. To her greatest surprise, it was Nzube, standing at the doorstep. He looked worn out and weak, a stark contrast to the man she once knew. Cheta's heart raced with a mix of anger and disbelief. "What are you doing here?" she demanded, her voice sharp with emotion. Nzube fell to his knees, tears streaming down his face. "Cheta, please forgive me. I am so sorry for everything," he pleaded, his voice trembling. Cheta's eyes filled with tears, but her heart remained hardened by years of hurt. "Leave, Nzube. Leave and never come back," she commanded, her voice shaking with anger. Nzube begged for forgiveness, but Cheta refused to listen. She ordered the gatekeeper to escort him out and never let him return. As Nzube left, Cheta felt a surge of pain and anger flood her heart. She couldn't shake off the memories of how he had treated her. That night, Cheta tossed and turned in bed, unable to sleep. The pain of Nzube's betrayal weighed heavily on her. Unable to bear it alone, she called her daughters and shared the painful truth about their father. A week later, her daughters returned home to comfort their mother. They listened to Cheta's pain and anger, feeling a mixture of sadness and resentment towards their absent father. Then one evening, Nzube returned. This time, with her daughters present, they asked Cheta to hear him out. He stood before them, ashamed and remorseful. "I am sorry, my daughters. I was wrong," he said, his voice filled with regret. "Please forgive me." Cheta's heart softened as she looked at her daughters, Chigozie, Chigozirim, Adaobi, Adaeze, and Ifedi, all grown up and successful. Despite their father's absence, they forgave Nzube, but they made it clear that they could not welcome him back to their lives. Instead, they offered him financial support to rebuild his life. Nzube accepted their offer with gratitude and left, knowing he had no right to ask for more. Cheta felt a pang of guilt for not fully forgiving him, but the pain of the past was too deep to let go completely. This story continued with the success of Cheta's 5 daughters. They continued to excel in their careers, bringing pride and joy to their mother's heart. Cheta found solace in their achievements and the love they shared as a family. As they gathered around their mother, Cheta felt grateful for her daughters' love and support. They were her strength, her reason to keep going despite the hardship they had faced. Together, they faced the future with hope and resilience, knowing that their bond as a family would always remain unbreakable. Always treat others with kindness and respect, even when you are hurt. Forgiveness is important, but it's okay to protect yourself from people who continue to hurt you. This lesson teaches that while forgiveness is valuable, it's also essential to prioritize your own well-being and surround yourself with love and positivity. Thanks for watching this amazing video. Kindly like, comment, share and subscribe. Turn post notification to get notified whenever we drop a new video. See you in the next one.